morning and happy Tuesday. A Tears of the Kingdom Tuesday, actually, and a back to school Thursday for Bosip is still Joseph. Sorry guys, I can't be here. School started today. No worries, even though you're not actually hearing this. Maybe you're looking at the VOD later. I hope school was great. School is coming for, well, a lot of us, myself concluded. And everyone else, Pikmin Pro, don't worry, LP, I can watch today and only today. Busy week. Hey, man, that's totally fine. Thanks for being here all the same, as well as Fan of Yoshi, Brianna Readerer, and 3001MM. Good morning, everyone, alongside Cal. Back to school Tuesday is next week for me, says Pikmin Pro. September 4th is when Cal starts. Cal's got a little bit of time then. Cal's got almost a month. Here we go, 9 days short of it, so look at that. Agent 13, hi LP, I'm on my phone. Are you in class? If so, that's amazing, but still do be sure to get good grades. Fan-freaking-tastic. And 3001MM noticed the alliteration on yesterday's stream title. I just looked at those comments. I need to get back to comments here shortly, but of course that's not going to happen for well, at least an hour and a half or so, because today we are going to hopefully identify some more Koroks. But prior to doing that, I warped myself over here to the forest so that I can redeem my little Korok seeds, and he smells them in my pants, of course, naturally. He's got a nose for these things, so that we can expand our inventory as much as possible prior to this whole, I don't know, extravaganza. Last time we did this on Thursday, we got up to 100 total seeds. I think we netted ourselves like 24 or something over the course of the stream, which was a pretty productive day. These are going to go quickly, as you just saw there, though. I start on the 5th, says Agent 13. Okay, so almost as the same time as Cal. Brianna says, I'm still tired, so I'm going to sleep on and off while I listen. Hey, no sweat. I hope that my squeals of laughter or misery are not too terribly distracting, Brianna, that they prohibit you from getting some good rest on this beautiful Tuesday morning. Cal says, I did play on my phone and watch YouTube a lot at school. It's true. I was also guilty. When I was in high school, Angry Birds had just come out. And to say that occupied most of my time would be an understatement. Didn't actually ever get good at Angry Birds, but Jiminy Christmas, did I try. Now they have, I don't have any room to expand the weapons anymore. Fantastic. They've got Angry Birds at, like, arcades and stuff now, where you just push the central button. It doesn't quite feel the same as tapping a phone screen, but I guess it's a similar enough concept that makes it lucrative to have that cabinet inside the arcades. Additionally, today is Tuesday, as we established. I'm sure you're all well aware it's Tuesday, but it's also the start of a charity stream that a couple people I know work on called Zeldathon. It's kind of topical. We're playing Zelda today. Zeldathon starts today. So after this stream has wrapped up, I think I am going to go watch Zeldathon a little bit, and I'm going to try and do some sort of a cross-platform raid. I mean, I can do the raid thing on Twitch easily enough, but sending people from YouTube to Twitch, I don't know. Just selfishly, I'm interested in checking it out. You guys don't have to if you don't want to, but it's for charity, so we may as well. Anyways, Pikmin Pro, we're only allowed to use phones during break in school, not during the lessons, due to very obvious reasons. Very obvious indeed. Phones are, how do we put this? Extraordinarily distracting. They're a veritable computer. You know, they got all sorts of crap going on in them that you could just, I don't know, you could play games, you could research stuff, you could cheat. Jiminy Christmas, IceLord93 on Twitch. Hello, friend. Good morning, afternoon, evening. Howdy doodle. I hope you've had a great start to your week over there across the seas. It's been an interesting start, shall we say. Fan of Yoshi says Gen Alpha is decaying. Aren't we all? Aren't we all decaying, slowly but surely, rotting our brains? The slogs of time. I have a little brother who is Gen Alpha. My half-brother, Isaac, actually. He starts 2nd grade, I think, today, actually. So best of luck, Isaac, wherever you're at. I don't have 25 seeds. Shield stash. 4 Korok seeds. I can do this, all right? Maybe we can get our seed count all the way down to 0. That would be pretty neat. Not just because of their overuse of tablets and phones, but because of the brain rot content. Well, fair enough. I mean, some might say that this here is brain rot. I guess brain rot is in the eyes of the rot holder in some capacity. We're all the same, says 3001MM. It's true. Fan of Yoshi says, such as content farm channels. There is some pretty terrible content farm channels out there that are, how do I put this? annoying, unsightly, borderline offensive. It's true. And a lot of them, unfortunately, I'm sure you guys have seen it, a lot of them are just ripping content off of other channels and then like slightly altering it, if altering it at all. It's dastardly, is what it is. Yes, brain rot content is prevalent, says Cal. Brianna says, I learned something yesterday while racing Mario Kart with my friend. What did you learn? And Benny Neutron, hi LP, you have a nice mustache. Pretty rare for a gamer. Thanks, dude. I like to think that the mustache has me, as opposed to I have the mustache. Who was here first? No one can say. We just spawned mysteriously, but I appreciate it. Cal says, like when they got Subway Surf at the bottom half of the video just for dopamine farm. Yes, no, that is actually really deceptive though too, because it tricks like a real young child, maybe not old enough to even like comprehend like the idea of content. I'm talking like 4, 5, 6 years old, like child, even younger. And they're just staring at the surfer and whatever the heck is subliminally playing in the background, and the person's racking up like advertising money just because this child is just like staring. It's a little bad. It's a lot bad. IceLord93 says, indeed, it was interesting, referring to the week. We had a storm yesterday, otherwise the people have been pretty stressful. But what we can do? What can we do? Excuse me. Well, I hope everything went well with the storm and it wasn't too terribly destructive. Storms can be that. Exactly. We had a storm ourselves up here and it hailed. No damage, thankfully, but the risk is always there. Brianna says, I decided to race with her opposite teams, and I was way better than her, yet when she's on the same team, she's as good as me. Fascinating. Maybe you're just so talented that you motivate your friend to, like, match your level, to match your freak, so to speak. Yes, it's disrespectful to the original creator, too, says Fan of Yoshi, referring to the reused stuff. It is, yeah, because usually those types of channels, they're not asking for permission. God, no. They're just ripping it right off the internet and using it as if it's their own. It's sickening. Kids' content often disturbing, if not downright disgusting, says 3001mm. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, I'm glad I don't have any kids, and I certainly won't for a long time. But if I were to have kids, you would have to be extraordinarily proactive in moderating what it is they're looking at, what it is they're consuming, right? Obviously, that sounds like I'm talking about food, and sure, that's fine. Make sure your kid isn't ingesting rocks or sticks outside, but really, I mean like the internet content that they have pumping information into their brain. You would rather them deal with something that's, I don't know if completely wholesome and family-friendly is necessary, but stuff that's not downright bad. You know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you do. It was destructive, but not where I live. 20 kilometers away, it was pretty bad. We also had hail, but no damage, says Icelord, referring to the aforementioned storm. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Sometimes those types of storms can actually be relatively entertaining to watch. Lightning, wind, significant weather like that is always really, really, I don't know, it's like intimidating in a way, but it's also kind of neat. Like if you're from a place of safety where you can watch it, it's kind of cool. Maybe I'm just a weirdo. For that matter, I absolutely am a weirdo. Oh, Pikmin Pro and Cal are going to be playing Terraria again later today in the Discord. I hope you guys don't mind if I just tell people that, but you're talking about it. They've been playing a few times now. One of these days, I need to hop in and join alongside them. Amazing Digital Circus has also been subject to being milked by content farm channels, says Fan of Yoshi. It's awful. Make your own things, man. It's not that hard to just do it. I don't know. You gotta milk it. You don't have to. 3001 message redacted. Fan of Yoshi, I'm not planning to have kids anytime soon. Well, good. Good. It's good to have a plan, whether or not you're planning to have kids anytime soon or not. The fact that you're planning at all is what's important. So there you have it. Truth be told, I was unplanned, but, you know, I'm glad I was born, but I certainly am going to be doing the planning thing, if and when that ever does happen. Emmanuel, hello! And a cute little smiley face. Happy Tuesday. Friend, I hope you're doing well. Oh, IceLord93 says, I enjoyed watching until a bolt struck the lake nearby, and another one bolted somewhere else nearby. It sounds like that lightning storm was perhaps a little hyperactive and dangerous. Far more active than what we're having here with the Koroks. I thought for certain that this place would be rife with it given the significance of the peaks. But perhaps we've tapped out all the peaks already? Jiminy Christmas. We might have to call upon the services of Heather 44.0 to give ourselves an expedited travel situation because we're not finding anything just yet. I got a pretty cool costume in Terraria LP. We're also trying to get Kala costume, but have not succeeded yet. What's the stipulations for costume acquisition? Are there challenges or things like that you have to accomplish or achieve in order to earn the costume, or are they like drops where you got to find them out of chests or slaying monsters or things like that? Anyway, got any plan for today's Korok hunting, says 3001? The plan was to check out Eldon here, and I was optimistic to start when I was planning my attack action here, just to make sure I am wearing the mask, yeah, so I will be hearing it, and I think I see one, actually. Because the last few streams that we've done the Korok hunting, we've spent some time in Hyrule Field, we've spent some time in the Northwest, we've spent some time in Gerudo, but we haven't spent a huge amount of time here, specifically. So I figured it would be just rife with them, and at least we've got one going here. Now, if and when we do run out of Zonite for spawning Heathers and the like, I'll have to take a stroll. Oh, you're home. I'm sorry, I forgot. There you go. Good catch. We'll have to take a stroll back into the depths in order to acquire some more raw materials in order to continue spawning. Well, I'm sorry, Heather. Don't listen to me. It's for your upgrades. I'm not going to spawn a replacement. You, Heather, no one can replace you. But you know what I'm saying. We need transportation. Jiminy Christmas. Oh, Sonic Saber. Hello, hello. Good evening, my editing friend. True. Once we will send a picture in the Discord. Cal referring to the costumes. Very good. Very good. Heather 44.0. Yes, indeed. I don't know if that's the actual truth of it. Frankly, we probably in the triple digits. But we'll start with 44.0, and if we have to go to 45, I mean, we probably will. We'll just add another digit on the ticker there. How many Koroks do you have so far, says Brianna? I have some amount. I don't know where you can find a true count of how many, and frankly, that's problematic, right? Because then I don't know whether or not I've had the total. Maybe I could ask Hestu. Would Hestu know? Would Hestu know? He's like, you have 5,000 more Koroks to find. Or something. Maybe. I mean, if anyone knows, it would be him, I would guess, considering he's the one that rewards us. But we did just exchange 90 Korok seeds. So, I don't know. I would have to guess I'm halfway. Maybe. Because we have almost the completely expanded inventory slots. We have completely expanded our weapons. We have completely expanded our bows? No, we haven't. We have a couple more there. And then the shields, we have a lot more. So, at the very least, we know that we have at least, a few hundred more Koroks to find, which is absolutely wild, given the fact that they're not presenting themselves with any level of density here in this area. You'd think that my face would be practically taking off, because we haven't spent any time here, therefore we haven't garnered any Koroks here. And I don't have any marked. We also haven't really spent a whole lot of time in Akala. So we'll probably head east as well and check this out. Just for consistency, number one. And number two, for the heck of it. I mean, why not? Why not? When you fast travel, the screen tells you, I believe, says Emmanuel. Oh! Oh, does it really? Well, shoot. I'm sorry, Heather. I might have to ditch you just to fast travel and check that out. I'm sorry, Heather. Oh, Heather heard that and was very upset. Nope. Oh, God. She's like, see you later then, screw you. Well, I guess it all works out in the end, doesn't it? Okay, well, let's fast travel all the way to the northeast corner of the map at the Razawok Shrine, and then we can work our way back to Eldon, right? Let me keep my hands inside the little box here. Maybe they'll even be Koroks right where we spawned, huh? You're lowballing it, LP. It's more like 1 million. Fair enough. Fair enough, you're probably right. Sonic Saber has to get back to editing. I've been spending too much time optimizing my new deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. No such thing as too much time. Oh my god. I need to fast travel again because I didn't even look at the thing. My memory, it's awful, I'm sorry. Alright, so, show me things. I have 226 total seeds. Okay. There's like 900 something? So there we go. Yeah, we have a lot to go. A lot of seeds to go. And we also have another Heather, 45.0. Welcome to the stage, my friend. It's like we just met and I've known you all my life all the same. Jiminy Christmas. A bit lagging, don't you think? Says 3001. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh for the lag. Uh-oh for the lightning as well. What do we have that's... Yeah, that's gonna be conductive. Hudson's not conductive. He's a sweetie. And that's also conductive. So now we should be good. Very good. Flying in a rainstorm, perhaps not ideal or advised or anything in between, but we're an adventurer. Jiminy Christmas. Ice Lord 93. Akala, that's the German name from the second island in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Well, look at that. We're in the same place. It's canon. The universes have merged together. I watched a Let's Play of a YouTuber doing this. You do not need all the Koroks to upgrade your carrying capacity. That's good to know. That's good to know, and I think it makes sense considering the fact that I have probably only like 10 total slots left, but like 700 Koroks. All right, we have a lead. We have a lead. Is it this? These things? These things are interesting. No, those are just Yiga frogs. It's probably up in here somewhere, is my guess. Because this was a Yiga hideout. Can I just ascend up Skadoodle, Mr. Noodle? 226 it said. Thank you, gentlemen. My friends, how are we doing, Kate Arcade? We are doing well. How are you? Hopefully well, as well, ideally. I do think there is such thing as too much time. I've gotten addicted to a new power and consistency I've gotten from the new cards that released. With great consistency comes great responsibility. The face is still shaking. So typically, in my experiences with Koroks, specifically ones that haven't been found in any significance, are usually up high. I don't see anything over here, though, that would lead me to believe it's here. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hi, buddy. You can't hide from me. Oh, it's illegal. You found me. Indeed, I did. That's the second Korok today. Look at this. Off to a solid enough start. That's 2 Koroks in 20 minutes. Or ish. Two Koroks in 15 minutes. We'll give myself a little bit of grace here. That's a fine pace. And then we'll continue on moving west. Undoubtedly, there'll be plenty of Koroks. Oh, look at this. Immediately. We didn't have to go but 20 feet. So what do we have here? This direction? Perhaps. Perhaps. Face still moving? Face is not moving. Okay. Back this direction. Yes. The face squeals. Very good. Sorry, I was AFK. I heard you reading a comment involving Pokemon Sun and Moon, but I can't find the comment, says Fan of Yoshi. Yes, it was a comment left by IceLord93 on Twitch, saying that Akala is a German name from the second island in Pokemon Sun and Moon. The whole process of restream, 2 different chats. But I think I do an okay job of attending to both of them relatively well. I mean, part of that's due in large part to the discovery on Twitch being god-awful, and there's usually only like 1 to 3 people on Twitch, combined with the like 20-something usually around on YouTube. But whatever. It's, you know, it's whatever. I own both Pokemon Sun and Moon, says Pikmin Pro. You know, I'm not surprised. Okay, so we're coming back here. And the face tingles once more. It can't have anything to do with these guys, does it? What? There's an Addison? I thought I did all the Addisons. Oh my god, dude, let me help you out real quick. Let me just fix this up for you right quickly. I got you, Addison. Don't even worry. Buddy, I know. Okay, he's like, you're assaulting me with the thing. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about it, man. I'm just going to slide this in right here. And that might work. Together. Entirely. Beautiful. Unfortunately, we'll be dipping out of the stream for a while to re-record some stuff, says Sonic Saber. Hey, dude. Gotta be productive. I understand it. No worries at all. I just had a lag moment. A pinwheel, says Brianna. Well, that's not fun. Unforgivable. What do you mean unforgivable? It still was standing. His standards for standing are perhaps a little bit higher than my own, but I think that we've got the right of it here. Yeah, in some capacity. Taylor Plays, hello, and happy Tuesday. Good to see you. I hope you're having an excellent start to your week and an excellent morning, if in fact it is morning where you're at. Time zones and all can be, you know, all over the place. Goodness knows, especially in this community, we've got time zones across the freaking world, and it's amazing. That is probably not any more helpful, I do not think. This is a horrendous monstrosity, but it will do the job eventually. That kind of, sure, talk to him, maybe. If there's an Addison, does that imply a subtraction? Says Cade's Arcade. Ha! Oh, I like that. Nice one. Very good. Cal says, I'm very excited to play Xenoblade 3. Didn't even know. Had to guess my dad bought it without me knowing. This guy, okay, maybe I'm not meant to support Addison. Well, that was kind of your father. That's awesome. You're going to have to let me know how it is, too, because as I mentioned, I've been, I don't know, recommended Xenoblade several times over. And honestly, like I mentioned, considering what franchise was it? I think it was the Persona series. I have this like appeal to starting a series all the way at the beginning. But I almost am tempted to start Xenoblade with 3. And I know that, goes against everything that I've said, but maybe it would work out. Maybe this will work out. If this doesn't work, I'm going to have to abandon you, Addison. I'm sorry. Either that or completely rethink the way that I'm going about this problem because it's not working. It's afternoon for me, says Taylor. Well, good afternoon. Oh, giblets. Fine. Addison, I get it. I get it. You're a very detailed man, and this is not exactly the solution you were looking for, nor is it the time that I was looking to spend as I'm actually trying to seek out Koroks. But my good-natured heart just doesn't allow me to leave you. Can I activate this with this? No, I cannot. I need an actual weapon. We gotta be aggressive. All right, that's on. Flatten that out. Come here, little giblet. There we go. Now that'll work for you. Anyway, speaking of time zones, it's 11 p.m. here, having a midnight stream to accompany me to sleep, says 3001. Well, thanks for staying up late, friend. And I hope you sleep well when, in fact, the old Sandman does indeed come and grab you. I'm sure I'll love it, says Cal, referring to Xeno. I'm sure you will as well. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to throw up. Ordinarily, that's a surefire way to working. But I'm having a tough time of it, it would seem. I guess I have to be specific. It wants us to, like, put a thing between there. But I swear, I can cheese it. I can cheese it. I know how to cheese. That's still hovering. But let's give it one of these. Just one? No, I want the one. That one's connected. I don't want that. I want this one. The solo plankage, please. With a 2x4. It's not a 2x4. It's a slat, as it were. You slide it on in there. I know construction. Not really, but I've looked at a building before. Xenoblade 3 does have its own standalone story, but there are elements you'll enjoy more if you play 1 and 2 first, says Sonic Saber. It's not mandatory, though. Interesting. Ah, yes, we've done it. Huzzah. Yes, wee. Now give me $20. Thank you. Pikmin Pro says it's evening for me. Finished dinner just before the stream. The European presence is heavily. IceLord93 says you do more than okay. I have trouble to focus on one chat with 2. It would get crazy, referring to the Twitch and YouTube combination. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. The whole point of this, I mean, streaming in general, is that I just love people, and I love talking with people, and I love making sure that people feel seen and heard and interacted with, because I've been into several streams in my life where there's not even all that many people in the chat, but the streamer doesn't either want to interact with them or isn't able to. And it's just not the same. I don't know. It feels less personable in a weird way. But I digress, because that's not important. What is important is that we're getting paid $20 here, which is relatively nice. I think you have to have both signs visible, says Taylor Plays. I see. Well, thankfully, that has been achieved here. And he gave me some flowers. Okay. See you later, buddy. Now, back to the Korok hunt, because we do know there is a Korok here. But where specifically? My face still tingling? It's not. So back up this direction. Yes? Still no. Interesting. There it goes. Okay. So if we went all the way this direction, we understood that it kind of cuts out about here, right? Yeah. The face movage has cut out. And then it's not even all that wide to the west either, right? Once we make our way into the trees, is it still moving? Still moving. Okay. Watch the face. It's 9:23 a.m. It's relatively early, Brianna. That's earlier than it is for me, where it's 10:20 something. Fascinating. And here I thought you were on the East Coast. You're on the West. Very good. Okay. Perhaps I've had the wrong idea entirely, so maybe this has something to do with it. No? I don't think so. Nothing. Oh, rocks. We know one thing about Koroks. They like rocks, all right? They're geologists at heart. It's amazing. Compared if I started at the start with an older game, I might not like it and want to continue, says Cal, referring to the Xenoblade. discussion, of course. Oh, here we go. Now this is a Korok. Koroks like rocks, Koroks like flowers. Turns out I'm a Korok myself. Where are you going? Where have you gone? Ooh. Look at that bird. Ooh, he was hopping. That bird was doing the hokey pokey. And I am... Ordinarily, I feel like I didn't even see that. Okay, great. I touched the flower. Didn't see it. I was going to say, ordinarily, the flowers spawn up right in eyesight. But those ones are kind of outside of my peripherals. It was bananas. In terms of Xenoblade, the definitive edition for 1 released fairly recently, so it's not that old anymore, says Sonic Saber, at least compared to the original Wii version. Original Wii version, so what was that, 2008? Another Korok? This place is just infested with them. Perfect. This is what we were looking for. This is amazing. Ooh, this one's particular, though. This one's headed over this direction. Oh, you have a point here with that one, Cal. I played the original Metroid first and didn't really like it, so I didn't continue. If it weren't for Steven Plays saying Super is way better, I wouldn't have gotten into it. I am curious myself in playing more Metroid. Jiminy Christmas. Maybe it's up here, too. Let's see what the face says. It's possible. I don't think it'll be inside, but I guess it could be up here still in some capacity. We're going to have to climb it. We're going to have to scale it with our mitts. Jiminy Christmas. Mario Kart actually got kind of boring, so my friend and I played New Super Mario Bros. Wii. That was a lot of fun. I think you and a few friends would have fun playing that, says Brianna. It can take 4 players. I would love to. That's actually... I don't know if it's on the Let's Play list, but if it isn't, it should be, because it's on my mental list of games that I want to play. I have not yet had the opportunity to play. I bet this thing's inside the telescope. That seems like a nice little spot for a little plant friend, doesn't it? I think that sounds quite nice. I would like to be in the telescope. We already found one up here. Our face is still jingling, which means that there's got to be another one. Inside? No. Where could it be? Can we ascend through? Okay, can we ascend through the umbrella? Just get on top of it. Just to be all the way up here. All right, I'm gonna float down. I do not see anything particularly Korokian about this place. But it's here. It's here, all right. Goodness gracious. Same with most games I've played, says Cal, like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. If I had played original Zelda, probably wouldn't have liked the franchise. Especially now. I mean, games do age. But shoot, dude. If you started playing Zelda in the 80s, you'd probably have your mind blown. Just like when I played Ocarina of Time for the first time. It didn't exactly age the greatest. I still have a ton of nostalgia for it, as evidenced by my Let's Play. But, you know, Tears of the Kingdom is just amazing. It really set the standard. Even though these Koroks are proving difficult. I'm interested by the telescope. Can I shoot the telescope? What would it mean to the telescope if I shot it? Nothing. I didn't think so. But still, it's worth a look. No, I love Shawnigan Lake on Vancouver Island. Gotcha. So that's not too terribly far from the border, is it? Kind of close to Washington-esque. I love the Pacific Northwest. That region is beautiful. So very green. Lots of rain, which isn't a bad thing. Be gone, box! Stop boxing me in. I shan't exist. You shan't exist. I mean, eventually, neither will I, but you get what I'm saying. That's not what I meant. Where would this Korok even be? Let's check the face. Face jiggles. Okay, where have we not... Because I feel like Koroks are not going to be inside. But maybe it will. Maybe that's my hubris talking. Me thinking that I know everything. Let's go inside and see. All right. Oh, there's demons. I forget. All right, well, I got to fight the demons. Great. Do love it. 3001 says, a bit off topic. How are you enjoying It Takes Two with Serena? There'll be a lot of tools and combination later down the line. Truly one of the most enjoyable co-op games. We're having a lot of fun with it, actually. It's a really neat game and a great opportunity to get more co-op on the channel. In fact, right after the stream, I know I mentioned I need to check out Zeldathon, but I also need to record a few episodes of that. So thanks for the reminder. All right, thank you, Yigas, for the bananas. Delicious. You can look in here. I wonder, could I have shot them through this, with the bow and arrow? That would have been interesting to try. My face still moving? Face is still moving. And technically, I just don't feel like there'll be a Korok in here. I don't know. It doesn't feel like a Korok-y place. Arrows? Hey, I'll take arrows. There's a Korok in the crate. A crate rock. No, more arrows. Okay. Is there anything I can Ultra Hand or do anything funky with? Because that'll be my next maneuver, my next idea once I go outside. I'll have to use Ultra Hand in some capacity in order to figure out what can be moved. Okay, this is heavy. Why is this so heavy? Ah, let me out of here. Okay, destroy crates. Very good, very good. I think the same with Sonic for me, though. My first games were Sonic Heroes and Sonic Riders. Yeah, I'm not sure if I would have gotten to Sonic if I started with the classic games. We have no appreciation for the classics. But it makes sense. It does make sense. Everyone's got standards, and the better games are usually made later. They do take, you know, feedback into account, and there's the whole evolution of technology, and with greater technology, you can produce more enriching experiences, which is not meant to be a slight against older games, but just, you know, kind of the fact of technology as it evolves. But that's not to say that every new game that's made is good. There's been some new games, not new Nintendo games. By and large, I feel pretty good with how Nintendo has put out this latest generation of games. But there have been some flops, shall we say, some money grabs, if you were, by other developers or publishers. I don't have it in me to like bail on this, but I am really confused as to where this Korok can be. Maybe he's not here. Maybe he's like slightly aside from it. There is this rock. You know? Is my face still moving? No. No, the face is not moving. Oh my god. Pikmin Pro has this weird thing with Zelda games where I stopped playing after a while. It happened with the OG one because it was boring, but all the others, no clue. It just stopped. That's just like Serena. Serena got through Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom up until Ganon, and then that was it. Okay, so my face just started jingling here, which means it's probably actually not in the house. Oh. Probably here. These things need food. Hold. Apples for the Koroks. That one caught it. That works. Give me the other one. Right here, please and thank. No. One more. Oh, gosh. A little bit further. Yes? No? Really? Okay, I'll take my apples. Maybe bananas. Maybe they like bananas. AAA games and their life services and passes. Slashy face says 3001. It's true. It's true. What comes after you've collected all the Koroks? Asked Brianna. I believe you get the giant Korok seed. The Hestu seed. I think. I don't completely know, but... Ooh, they like bananas. They like bananas. Gosh darn Koroks and their potassium. Okay. Well done. I'm gonna just take them back though, because I need these. Very good. Well, we came here and we accomplished, what was that, 2? 3 Koroks? Pretty solid for any one area. As such though, all good things must come to an end, and we will mobilize. The Korok is trolling you, says Fan of Yoshi. It certainly was. I think the biggest flop of the Switch in terms of first party was probably 1-2 Switch. I agree. It was an experiment, shall we say, with creating a new IP. And part of me feels like they haven't completely given up on it, but it definitely didn't sell super well. I will say that much. That is for sure. Nintendo Switch Sports is in second place, mainly because it's a bit, well, underwhelming. Also agreed. Stuff like no jumping and boss runs might be enjoying, but it's all good, referring to K's Arcade. But I'm really into DS now, Dark Souls, so I've had otherwise acquired that taste. I still want to play them. Korok, oh, I see you. This one doesn't take much hunting at all. I just need to land in the right spot. Which wasn't there, okay. Too much gusto. Maybe I do need to jump off of the diving board as well. Perhaps that's what the Korok desires. The Korok's like, no, you gotta... I don't know what that was. I was shaking my sword like I'm threatening him or something. It's weird where that's the same button as dive. I mean, first you gotta jump, but... There we go. Beautiful. They're like me. I like bananas too, says Pikmin Pro. Not the peel, though. You don't eat the peel? You don't eat the banana peel, Pikmin? What? Oh, you're missing out on all the fiber and the bitter. I'm just kidding. I don't eat the peel either, but you could. If you really wanted to, you really could. In hindsight, I think that makes sense that the Korok near the Yiga hideout likes bananas, said Sonic Saber. You're absolutely right. Truth be told, I should have considered that earlier, but alas, we learn things. Some things that are probably not necessarily applicable over the grand scheme of things, but, you know, learning in some capacity. Is that a Korok? Oh, look at him. How he writhes in agony. I will save you, buddy. Heather and I to the rescue. Hello. Come, join me. We'll try and attach you to Heather. You're moving me, be careful. Traveling with my friend. I should have been more specific. I meant in the world of gaming what comes after you've completed the Koroks hunt, says Brianna. Ah, well, that's a good question. I don't know that I have that completely figured out just yet. Wait, where's this person at? Goodness knows that this might take forever. Oh, it's up there. But that is a good question. What should come next after the Korok hunt? Because as of yet, it's just been a nice, Tuesday thing. Selfishly, I like the alliterations. Tears of the Kingdom Tuesday was quite pleasant. We already learned that this doesn't work, though. We're going to have to make something different for you. I'm sorry, Heather. I love you, but you're just not balanced enough for this. We could make 2 Heathers. Oh. 2 Heathers might get the job done. Yes. Yes, that'll work. And then we chop this down. Yes, you see where I'm going here? Hopefully we have the requisite power or thrust in order to get up. And we'll see. And yes, passes and life services are a problem. That's why I don't support those games, says Cal. It's true. It's absolutely true. And that's one of the best things about Nintendo is that's not their business model. So this is probably... I should have made it like that. It might still work. I don't know. Let's give it a shot. It might be horrible. It might be great. It might be somewhere in between. Ultimately, we won't know until we try. Oh, yeah, that log is way too heavy. Well, this calls for more fans. More fans, more fans, more fans, more lift. We've only got 12 fans. Take out 3. We're going to have to go buy some more of these. We are desperately in need of more crap. So you can go right there. Symmetricize this a little bit. And I just feel like having them on the front might make the most sense. Is that symmetrical? Not quite. But it's fine. And then this one we'll put in the very back. That is awful. I love it. Perfect. Let's give it a shot. Why not? Maybe it will work. Maybe it won't. Really? Really? The log is too heavy. Give me the log. Give me the log. The log must go. I don't want the log. What else do we have? Do we have like a platform sort of thing here? Jiminy Christmas. Oh, I will save you. Lands on him from 20 feet above. It's all about the thought that counts here. Look at these crazy things I built for Addison. If there was a single plank, that would probably work. You know what? This will probably work here. Perfect. That'll work. We'll put the other fans on it just for the heck of it. But I don't think we even need them. And actually, we should put a Heather on there, too. Yeah, just put all of this right here. And then you, Korok, come along. And then we can go. Right, we can... No. I don't want to talk to you, but I don't want to talk to you. I already know where your friend's at. Did you activate the other ones? I did. I mean, technically I activated the one and they activate each other, but... Come on now. Can I just stand on this? There we go. We've done it. Now we go this way. Yes, all right, this is... I don't even know what to call this. Is it a hot air balloon? It's some sort of horrendous thing. That's for certain. And there's your friend. So, oh God. Okay, cool. I thought I was gonna keep flying. Ah! My friend! Come here. Your friend's attached to this death machine, but he's here, and he's in one piece, so it's great. Oh my goodness. I do hope for the Switch 2 the online is somewhat improved in terms of connectivity. I wouldn't mind them charging for online if it included a dedicated server instead of the current pay-to-play. says Sonic Saber. That would be a great point of emphasis for them, and I do think that they'll be leaning in that direction just because Nintendo hasn't historically been much of an online experience, but it has, oh God, Heather, you've died. It has become more and more online focused, shall we say, in later years. Not a huge amount, but, you know, even with, like, Mario Wonder, with the cutouts and things like that, like, they want the connectivity, excuse me, between people. So I'd have to imagine that that's something on their roadmap. Whether or not it's as fleshed out as we all want it to be, that's another question entirely. Looks like a butt, too, as Rivali's Gale 2.0 is delicious. And Jordan Tatata. Korok hunting, this drove me almost insane. Well, it's a good thing I started out insane. OMG, that voice before reminds me of your Toadette voice, says Iceler93. I'm dying. I was dying from laughing when I first heard it. I do love my Toadette voice. Mario! It's canon. Truthfully, Nintendo, please reach out. I'd love to provide my services for free. I knew it. I knew this was a Korok hole. But how do we instigate it? Is it a top it? It's probably a top it. It's gotta be up there. Gotta be. Rivali's balloon is now ready. To absolutely honest, I play for NSO or pay for NSO because the many old games it gives me access to, says Pikmin Pro. I mean, some people would say they want to buy them individually, which seems weird because I wouldn't try out some. I agree. The NSO service has afforded the opportunity to me to be able to play a wide diversity of games that I probably just wouldn't, you know, because I wouldn't want to buy them. I think it's a great call. I just, you know, we've talked about this a million times before. GameCube win? GameCube probably never, but oh, 3001 mm. It's a Heather balloon. That is genius. That's exactly what it is. Emphasis Heather. I love it. Love it, love it. Cal says Mario Wonder was great. It was. It was very good. I eagerly await the next Mario installment, and I have to imagine that it's going to be a 3D adventure. But I guess anyone could guess, and who can say? But it has been a long time since the last 3D Mario adventure. Mario Odyssey was 2017. 7 years ago. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. It's past due time. Past due time. What are your thoughts on a possible Let's Play of Poppy Playtime? Says Brianna. I don't know that I'm familiar with Poppy Playtime. Oh, look at this. I'm familiar with this guy. What is Poppy Playtime? It could be something that happens. It could absolutely be happening. We gotta go down there. Good thing there's a wing. Beautiful. All right, buddy. I'm gonna introduce you to Heather, but Heather's gonna have a little bit of assistance here with this guy. So we're gonna all get on this bird together. It's gonna be great. Heather, you get the front seat because you are the engine, so to speak. It's just right there. Yeah, kind of works. I don't know that it works all that well, but it does in some capacity. And then this, go up. Couple seconds, and back down. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Recall. Let's go up before we fall. And let's go. Pull back. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Nathan, I'm back from the interview meeting. I should be joining you, senor. Excellent. Glad to hear the interview went well, my friend. Good morning. I hope you're having a fantastic morning after that. Sorry, I think there's a misunderstanding. I like the pay-to-play for the NSO Virtual Console. I meant peer-to-peer. Gotcha, 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 gotcha. That makes sense. And I'm back from the interview. Okay, and it is a horror game, says Brianna. Okay, scary. I haven't played a whole lot of horror games. Ice Lord loves the Toad voice. Thank you. I do appreciate it. Odyssey was 7 years ago. How old am I, says Jordan. You're ancient. You are an elder. You're practically decrepit, I'm sorry to say, dude. But aren't we all, frankly? All right, here's your friend. There you go. Give me the giblet. After that, it's just your average puzzle game. Interesting. Poppy Playtime, a horror, but only for the first playthrough. I guess that makes sense. Most horror games are only horror, really, for the first time. After you know everything, it's like, well, oh. Well, what the heck? Why do you keep falling apart, Heather? This is still technically Heather 46, but she's been having some issues. We'll call it Heather 46.1. All right, not quite a whole nother model, but it's an iteration of the model, shall we say. I'd be interested in a potential Let's Play of TF2. Team Fortress 2? Is there a story mode for Team Fortress? I'm not familiar. I've played the online a little bit with my cousin, but it has been a long time. Jiminy Christmas. LP, please do not say such things about Odyssey being 7 years old. That does things to my brain. I'm sorry. Age, it grabs us all. Before you know it, that game will be a decade old here soon. I mean, the Switch itself is closing in on a decade too, barely being as old as Mario Odyssey as well, given the fact that it was a launch title. We are old, my friend. We are all old. Oh, 7 years ago was 3D World, right? Not Odyssey, right? Jiminy Christmas, 3D World was 10 years ago, wasn't it? Was it 2014? Oh, here's my Korok. I heard you. I heard you, Korok. You can't hide from me, baby. This is a jump one, isn't it? It is indeed. Just got to land on it. No timer, nothing. Just land. Perfect. Love to see it. I'll take that any day and twice on Tuesdays. Thank you kindly. Where'd that put the count at for our seeds? 20? Nice. So we've gained 11 already because I think we got down to 9. Sorry, Heather. You're up there. We're calling upon the services of Heather 47. I don't want to go all the way up there to grab you. 47? Hello, Heather. Thank you very much. I've legit had my Switch since launch. It sounds like a jet engine on some games, and its battery kind of bad now, but it still works. Hey, ride that thing into the dirt. The next console will be here eventually. I tend to believe that the next Nintendo console will not release until 2026. I think we'll start to get some information of it next month. There's a Nintendo Direct in September, and I believe we'll get a little bit of information on it, but not a release date or anything. And then I think in early 2025, we'll get information on it. There is a slight hope in my heart that it's like a holiday release next year. That might happen. But very much like the Switch, I expect it to be a spring release the following year. We'll see. We'll see. I've always joked that the original Switch was a bit less durable because of Nintendium mines running low on release, says Sonic Saber. It's true. The precious mineral. They've got a monopoly on it. LOL, your Switch sounds like Header 47. There we go, says Nathan. It is. The engine that powers makes all the enemies cower. It's fantastic. Truth be, my Switch is also a launch Switch, but it's plugging along. The only thing that I've really had problems with the Switch have been the Joy-Cons. I've had to replace the Joy-Cons only once, though. I still have my original Joy-Cons somewhere. They're probably decaying and filling out forms for AARP since they're so old. But yeah, this is only my second set of Joy-Cons. And I guess I'm in the minority here because I know a lot of people prefer like the Pro controllers. But I think I prefer the Joy-Cons. There's a Korok we already found. We found our way back into Eldon. The gut check rock. Circle back a little bit because I don't think that we've fully investigated Akala as much as we could. And look at that. There looks like there's a Korok up there, doesn't it? Second only to Nokium, the material of old phones, says Sonic Saber. Yes, Nokium and Nintendium. Very precious resources. We should start building our infrastructure, our bridges, our buildings out of that. We'd have no problems at all, wouldn't we? I love Nintendo. We'll defend them to death, but Joy-Con sucks, says Jordan. I'm in the same boat. That's why Switch is awesome. Different form factors for everyone. That's true. That is absolutely true as well. That's one thing that Nintendo really, really innovated on, and I think did a great job. I mean, they do great whenever they do, like, the Nintendo thing, which is always different from whatever Sony and Microsoft are doing. Nintendo is best at just being Nintendo, but I think that the detachable Joy-Cons, the mobile aspect of the Switch, all that, excellent call. And probably something that they're gonna have to stick with, I think, going forward. I don't know that for certain, but really, it would probably be a huge shock to a lot of people if the next Nintendo console is not also mobile alongside a home console. This looks like a Korok thing to me. Nope, it's an enemy encampment. Great. Koroks, enemies, what's really the difference? I don't want to go investigate. Nuh-uh, LP, you gotta be kidding with that statement. 8 of my Joy-Cons died since I got my Switch, but I've had a Pro controller for 6 years and it still works! Gosh darn it, Heather. Heather! Oh, Heather has died. It's your fault, Pikmin Pro. You killed Heather! I'm just kidding. Truthfully, there's probably a Korok down here anyways. we just glide over this, I'm sure we'll get a rumbling in our forehead in some capacity. I'm going to have to agree here. Both my Joy-Cons have issues, but my Xenoblade Pro controllers works the day I bought it. There's the Korok. I mean, it's true. Don't get me wrong, I like the Pro controllers for the durability, but just as far as they feel, I don't know. I really like the Joy-Cons. I really like them. And I mean, I don't play like separate, like I put them together here. Oh, Yiga, hi. Stop that. Perish. No, don't slap me. Satan, I slap you. You're very strong, actually. You've got a lot of health. Poke him, my friends. Can poke. Can poke. There we go. Just as my Master Sword has been de-energized. Korok face? No, Korok face is not facing, which means we need to go back this way. It was in this general area, wasn't it? Yes, indeed. I heard it. There we go. The face is jiggling. A homebrew PSP back in the day was the original Switch, says Nathan. In a way it was. Jiminy Christmas. Nintendo has a charm to their stuff that I can't explain, but it's impossible to replicate, says Jordan. I completely agree. In fact, we've talked about this before, but you almost have to have a Nintendo if you want access to the full diversity of gaming. A Nintendo and a PC, whatever the Nintendo console is, and a PC. And then you've pretty much got access to whatever, but nothing comes close to scratching that Nintendo itch, sans Nintendo themselves. Here's my Korok. This boy craves the apple. I can smell it. All right, and it smells like sulfur. Put it there. Oh no! My app. Ow! Where are you, Octorok? Go find him, people. What are you doing? Can't you see I'm being assaulted? I'm just trying to throw apples on the ground, and you're letting me get shot. I'll never forgive you. Nintendo's a realm of its own, says Cal. Nintendo needs to tighten up the use of Nintendium in their Joy-Cons, says Sonic Saber. The dock, too, actually. I had to buy a replacement dock because the original isn't working. Jiminy Christmas, Sonic. You've had a lot of issues. I'm sorry. PC or a very rooted, powerful Android, says Jordan. That's, hey, fair enough, too. I remember one time I was walking around downtown Denver. Serena and I had gone out to dinner. We'd gone out dancing. And there was a guy just, like, sitting on the corner. And he was playing Pokemon Stadium on his phone. I heard the music, and I was like, wait a minute. I know that. Sure enough, he was having a Pokemon battle. Pokemon Stadium 1, too. It was awesome. I had that issue, too, Sonic Saber, says Pikmin Pro. But they all do call me the expert of breaking stuff and the champion of clumsiness. Well, someone's got to have that title. Better you than someone else, Pikmin. All right, Koroks. Are there any down here? What's the count again? Where are we at? I need to double check here. 21, which means we found a dozen today. A dozen's pretty good so far. It's almost, we're pacing almost as well as we did Thursday. In fact, dare I say, we're settling into something of a groove here. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, of course, but good things are happening in the way of Korok acquisition. I'm going to bag up all my broken stuff for when I get a Nintendo-supported country because it's all still in one piece. I think I can get it repaired and have some spares, says Sonic Saber. Well, there you go. I look forward to that. When would that be? Is that something you're endeavoring for, like in the calendar year, or perhaps more of a long-term goal than that? Jordan says, yeah, my phone is how I'm playing Games of Darkness at the moment. OneNote Plus. Gale of Darkness, excuse me. Look at that. I thought you were going to say the expert in all things quirky and unconventional, says Fan of Yoshi. Hey, that's a good saying. We heard that. What was that, last week? You put that in there? I think it was. Oh, I have a desk drawer filled with broken Nintendo stuff, says Pikmin. I can open it real quick and reveal what's in there. The secrets, the ancient secrets of the brokens. You chasing emus? You was Alphos? What are you doing, dude? Oh my God. You're just jumping up on me. Saucy boy. Stop that. And I gotta get the emus too. Maybe not. The emus are too fast. I can't do it. I think it was, says Fan of Yoshi. There we have it. No guarantees, but I may be coming to the US for a few months for some career-related stuff sometime next year-ish, says Sonic Saber. Heck yeah, dude. Well, awesome. You'll have to let me know. Maybe we can go to a convention or something. That would be sweet. I need more travel conventions in my life. And I would love to do stuff at conventions too, but I haven't figured out exactly what that would even look like. But call it a long-term goal. Ads and live streams now, really, YouTube, says Jordan. There will always be ads. Where there are eyeballs, there are advertisements. Such is the economy. Jiminy Christmas. I'm so lazy, I'm still laying in bed, says Brianna. Well, that's fine. It's still early. And shoot, if you can stay in bed, you should. I mean, not always, I guess, but when you get the opportunity, take advantage of it, all right? It's fine. Treat yourself. It's called self-care. Gosh darn it. Okay, no Koroks down there. At least I don't think there are. Maybe we didn't get close enough. Gosh darn it, now I'm second-guessing myself. It looks peculiar, doesn't it? With all these little, like, rock formations. We've been here before, I think for part of the story or something. I don't remember why. Definitely been here for some reason or another. But no Koroks. What kind of a giblet is that? To be honest, if coffee didn't exist, I'd never get out of bed, says Jordan. Speaking of coffee, I have some coffee right here. I should drink it. Oh, it's gone. Well, good thing I have second coffee. Ow! I learned my lesson. That's right. Yesterday, Serena had to bring me second coffee. Today, I just started with second coffee already down here. Because you can teach an old LP new tricks. It is possible. Difficult, yes. Impossible, almost. But still possible. The use of premium is because where I live, it costs the equivalent of $5 for 3 months as Sonic Saber. That's fantastic. I, too, am a YouTube Premium subscriber. It's not that cost-effective, but it's cost-effective enough given the fact that Serena and I, we watch a lot of YouTube. I mean, we watch a little bit less YouTube since we've been binging One Piece, but we still do watch plenty of YouTube and or listen to plenty of YouTube. Like, it's a great music source, too, especially when you pay for premium, excuse me. It's a good deal. It's a good deal. And it's interesting, too, because the premium views, like, impact. So, like, on the creator dashboard, with, like, revenue numbers and stuff for, like, advertisement, there's a whole different section for premium views, and they pay differently. Wow. Like, YouTube pays creators who get premium views differently than if they're just, like, regular views. I'm not 100% certain what is better, but it's just an interesting note. A little peek behind the curtain, if you will. You're a caffeined LP, says Sonic Saber. Indeed, I am. Nathan says you need a coffee sponsor. Yes, please. Any coffee. I would, yeah. Unless, I guess, the people that make the coffee are, like, bad people, because I don't want to endorse that. But, you know, hey, if there's any coffee people out there, contact me. I will suck down your bean juice with so much exuberance and enthusiasm that it'll be great. Yeah, I can't say that I'll actually impact sales or anything for you, but I'll enjoy it, and it'll be nice. So, you know, consider it. Please. Okie dokie. Oh, this path seems like a good spot for Koroks, I'd have to imagine. I am prepared, Jordan. I stay prepared. The broken Nintendo drawer, Pikmin Pro that is, contains a dead 2DS, my Wii U gamepad, the 8 Joy-Cons, Mario Bros. U, 3D World, and Mario Maker for the Wii U. What's with the broken games? Are they, like, shattered? Or they just no longer work for one reason or another that's yet to be determined? Look at this. Yeah, like, there's gotta be a Korok here. It's a bridge. There's a Korok in here. Ow! No! Don't dive into the ground. I meant to throw this. Link's gonna give himself a concussion. Jiminy Christmas. Face first into the brick. Yikes. No, really? Oh, yes. Manu is just squatting upon it. That's gotta be it. There's also the manual for Mario Galaxy 2, which is strange because that game didn't break. I just gave it away when my Wii U died. Keep that manual. That's good to have because sometimes that's the most difficult part of getting a CIB game, like a complete in-box game. You're missing the manual, but you've got it. And maybe you want to keep it and get the complete edition again, or you want to sell it. Someone might pay well for it. I, personally, keep everything. Now, when I was a child, I didn't, and I very much am upset with myself for getting rid of my boxes for my Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games and N64 games. All those boxes are gone. But everything from GameCube on, I still have possession of. And always will. What's your go-to coffee? Asked Jordan. Honestly, it's whatever is cheapest, usually. In terms of, like, ground coffee, I'll prefer a dark roast more than anything. And I like to put a little bit of vanilla protein powder in it alongside a tablespoon or two of vanilla creamer. And then if I'm going to, like, Starbucks or something, it's usually like an iced vanilla latte or a hot one, depending on the weather. Ugh. There's a Korok here. I know it. My face is moving. What about you? What's the ideal coffee for you, Jordan, or anyone else? It's got to be something delicious, no doubt. Forget a coffee sponsor. The eventual merch release needs to be an official LP brand coffee, says Sonic Saber. That's a good idea. Funnily enough, I did actually get a merch shop set up, and a single t-shirt is set up with just a logo. I'm still fleshing that out, so I haven't actually, like, gone live with it. Number one, because I don't know that anyone will actually buy t-shirts or anything like that, but the roots of it are there, and eventually it is something that I'm going to complete and get going. Will coffee be part of that? I can't say. Oh, no. Hello, buddy. I don't know that I have anything good to say about you other than you're looking very handsy today. I'm going to have to poke you. I'm going to have to get rid of you. Yep, you're very gross. Oh, you're going that way. Okay, fine. He didn't want to hang out. Anyways, let's go, Jesse Pohl. Good after. Oh, gosh. Good morning. Well, good evening. Yeah, evening in Germany. It's evening in Germany, right? I believe. I think it's 10 a.m. for Brianna already. And it is 11 for me. Time zones. Don't grab my friends. You gross hand. You grab me instead. Great. Love it. Love it when you grab me in my Hylian body. Unaccounted. No, it's not very kind of you at all. Are you dead? You're still not dead. Almost dead. Jiminy Christmas. I might be dead here soon. Thankfully, I've got a pocket full of nuts and apples, so I can just eat all that. Master Sword's been restored. Very good. All right, cool. Phantom Ganon. Jiminy Christmas. Come hither, buddy. You got the sword? No, you got the spear. Oh, come here. You want to poke me? You want to poke me? I got friends that are poking you. It's nice. It's kind of unfair. But, you know, whatever. Nothing's fair in love and war, is it? Maybe I should shoot you in your face. Yeah. There you go. Ow! Okay, maybe we should eat something. Maybe we should be perhaps a little bit more intelligent about this. Black is my soul, says Nathan. The black coffee. Interesting. Interesting. Pikmin doesn't know what happened to the games themselves. They're just very scratched, and they don't get identified by the Wii U anymore. Fascinating. I don't like the spear. I like the sword better. It's easier for me to flurry rush. Okay, stop that, Satan. Okay, I'm eating the pixelated food. Great. Just like, yeah, Jordan says, hello, Satan. So very kind of you to bring your evilness here to me today. I used to be much better at flurry rushing even with this, but whatever. He's dead now. Jiminy Christmas. Give me that. Oh, the first thing in the morning has to be some stupidly strong coffee, says Jordan. And Jesse says, bitter as my heart. Oh, you don't have a bitter heart. Maybe you do, I guess. I've never tasted it. But I think you're a cool person. At least a little bit. Is my face still moving? My face is still moving, which means the Korok is near somewhere here. Jiminy Chris, miss. Sonic Saber said, didn't Steven start his merch shop around 10K? I think he'll get a few purchases. Did he really? I didn't know that. And I do take a lot of inspiration from Steven Plays, so maybe I should just copy him there as well. Oh, why can I not summit that? What is that? Maybe wait till 50,000 for substantial numbers. The way I look at it, and I know I said I haven't gone live with it yet and don't really have a concrete idea when. The way I look at it is there's no such thing as too early because it doesn't actually cost me anything to set up other than time. And it's already mostly set up, the merch shop that is. It just I haven't activated it so that other people can visit the site. But once I do that, like, so I guess it does cost something, but I was approached by this company, Fourth Wall, and they're paying for the site and everything. So yeah, it's the first, I guess, substantial sort of, not sponsorship, but like actual business help the channel has gotten. They are funding the site itself and also the creation of the merch. And then I guess I would just get a cut of it, so to speak. If in fact anyone bought a t-shirt, which God knows is far from a guarantee. Don't touch me is a shirt I would buy from you, says Jesse Pohl. Jesse Pohl, speaking of t-shirts, Jesse has put in a ton of great ideas for coffee mugs, for t-shirts, for stickers. I'm sure you guys have seen her in the comments of many of the different Let's Play episodes, but she's always got great ideas. Some of them positively hilarious, in fact, and right up my alley. Where is this thing? where is this thing? But yeah, Super Berry Cat World is the game I bought the most times, going up a total of 3 times. Super Berry Cat World. Don't forget Pesh and Frog, my man. How could you forget Pesh and Frog? The frame rate in the game is actually tanking here, which is weird. Just in case you thought it was the stream or you. The game itself is tanking the frame rate. That's very strange. There's not a lot of assets on the floor or anything, are there? There's like nothing on the floor. Is my face still moving? Face is still moving. Nothing looks particularly Korok-like here. Though we did see, what was that, 2, 3 Tears of the Kingdom streams ago? We had to rebuild the hut, and it gave us a Korok. Maybe have to rebuild something here. There's not really anything ultra-handable, actually. Nothing like obvious, like building materials. There's some weapons and stuff like that, but we go up here. It's bound to be a rock just on top of something, is my guess. Interesting. Ah. Fascinating. So I went too far. If I keep going this way, it'll stop. It's not going to now because I can't go that far. But, you know, it's like 1902, says Jesse Poole. 7 p.m. Jiminy Christmas. The Netherlands are also love the 24-hour clock. Europe does a lot of things better than the States, I will say. And the 24-hour clock might be one of them. It certainly makes a lot of sense to me. And perhaps it doesn't make a lot of sense to other people, but hey, you get it. What if it's up here? It is. It is. It is. Oh, you salty piece of spinach. Come. Oh. Okay, I'll be back. Give me a second. I'll be right back here. I'd buy a Hello Satan coffee mug. Not gonna lie, says Jordan. What, would there be an image on the coffee mug? It's got to be more than just words, I would think. Or maybe it doesn't have to be just words. Maybe it doesn't. Okay. Examine. Jiminy Christmas. Please make Don't Touch Me merch at some point, even if it's not the first merch. You got it. You got it, Jesse Poole. I can commit to that. Jordan says, if you made coffee and shipped to the UK, I'd buy plenty. And is it truly a video with LP without some satanic experience? Probably not, actually. I think you're right. I think you're absolutely right. I grew up watching YouTubers like Stephen Plays, so my English-speaking accent is just a mix of childhood YouTubers I watched, says Pikmin Pro. That's so cool, though. That really is. Like, it's hard enough to learn a second language. It's hard enough to learn English, which is kind of a convoluted language. But then to learn it through entertainment that way, I think is just awesome. Like, it's super cool. I wish I could learn Japanese that way, but I watch Japanese videos and listen to Japanese music, and that doesn't help me learn. I learn the words, but I don't know what I'm talking about. Yiki wa doku desu ka? That's something about the train station. I remember that much. But what else? I don't know. And you forgot Larry LP. Oh, shoot. How could I forget Larry? Not Luigi. I think a coffee mug saying a non-zero amount of coffee would be amazing, says Sonic Saber. Indeed. A non-zero amount of coffee is always in need. I learned English from Pokemon cards, says Cal. That's pretty freaking cool, too. Jiminy Christmas. I thought you came out of the womb speaking English, Cal. I thought you were born and you were just like, hello, parents. My name is Cal. Pleasure to meet you. Did that ceiling in the building look sus, says Nathan. Perhaps. But thankfully we did find the Korok. I learned German reading plays, all chat, no flourishes, says Jesse. You people are awesome. Now I feel like I need to learn a second language. I'm like one of the few people here who doesn't have a second language. I've got like rudimentary Spanish up in my noggin, and that's about it. There's bound to be Koroks down here. If we can just instigate a nice little fall. Come on, Heather. Come on, there we go. Beautiful. The USA doesn't use 24-hour time, says Jordan. Some places do, like the military uses the full clock like that, but standard timekeeping in the United States is 12 hours. Any chance you can move Thursday's Let's Play to Friday so I can watch it live, says Brianna? I wish. Unfortunately, I'm going to be at orientation for school on Friday all day. Yes, I'm going back for IT, and I'm going to be occupied all of Friday. And then next week, I have to figure out what the stream schedule is going to look like since I'm going to be at school essentially 9 to 5 every single day. I will still stream. The Let's Plays, everything will continue, by golly, because I am, I guess, insane that way. A workaholic, maybe some would say. Overly driven, or some level of insane as well. Combination. A combination, no doubt. Either which way, we'll have to see what the schedule looks like next week. There will be one, but I don't know what it'll look like just yet. Yep, YouTube's how I learned it. Do think it's a lot easier to learn when you're very young. That's true. The brain is more malleable in that way, but still impressive all the same. All right, Heather, we need to feed you a snack real quick. She craves the energy. Here you go. Eat up. Scrumptious. Delicious. Oh, buddy. Usually more EMS, military, that sort of thing, says Cade's Arcade. Yep, exactly right. Exactly right. There we go. Maybe a cartoon, you being chased by a bunch of enemies from games you've played, as far as the Hello Satan Jordan referred this to. Genius. Genius. I need to talk to more artists specifically about stuff like that, because that is something that I've also had interest in, is getting stuff commissioned, maybe not solely for the use of merch, but also just for fun, for use in thumbnails sometimes, things of that nature. It never hurts to help support artists in general as well, right? Anytime you can commission something from a small artist, I think is a great call. And I do have plenty of opportunities to do that, so maybe I should. Jesse says, I took 7 years of Japanese, then I moved to Germany. Are you fluent? Are you fluent? That's amazing. Jiminy Christmas, Jesse. And here I thought I couldn't get any more impressed with you. That's super cool. Nah, first language was French, says Cal. More bilingual people. Look at this. My mods are bi, tri, quadlingual. And here I am with the one. It's fine. We all share the same language of chaotic Nintendo Let's Plays, which is why we're all here. In some capacity, right? Jiminy Christmas. At least I hope so. I can only speak English, says Jordan. Hey, I'm not the only one. Sonic Saber says, I learned fundamental Japanese from Yu-Gi-Oh! Subs because the card names are said in English while the rest of it is in Japanese. More examples of learning foreign languages through entertainment in some capacity. Fascinating, dude. I love it. I love it so much. As Sonic Saber, you already know multiple languages too, though, don't you? I feel like English is not the only other language you know. And you're a doctor, too. So, as if you needed any more reason to feel amazing about yourself. There you have it. Going back to school together with LP next week, says Pikmin Pro. In solidarity. We can all do it. Oh, over here. Look at these places. These are the Tingle Islands. Well, at least one of them is Tingle Island. This one. Tingle, Ankle, Knuckle, and David. Davdi. It's David. What? Tingle and his siblings. And there's bound to be Koroks here. Has to be. I still mess English up, says Jordan. As do I. I talk a lot and like to think I'm good at it, but sometimes my tongue's just like... Bleh. It's doing things that I have no idea what it's trying to say. But Jiminy Christmas, we're here still. Nathan says, does the merch site have the option for those temperature-based image-changing mugs? I think those would lead to some great transition ideas between two images of phrases. That's a good idea. I haven't actually dug around in that. They might, but I don't know. Good thinking. Good thinking, because that could, especially even with like the Hello Satan mug, that could be particularly funny. All right, we got Korok signs right here. Korok signs. I only speak English, but my friend can speak a few words in German, I believe, says Brianna. There we go. More only English. Join me and Jordan. Where is this? So it's pointing this direction. And there's another one there. Should be right here. Right here. Unless it's up the tree? But then the arrows would be pointing up, wouldn't it? Jiminy Christmas. Choto equals not really fluent, says Jessie. And that's what she refers to herself as. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. The only problem... I know 7 languages, says Sonic Saber. Jiminy Christmas, dude. How do you have room in that brain for anything at all? That's incredible. My God. That's wild. All right, well, next time I'm going on vacation anywhere unfamiliar, I'm just going to bring you as my translator. I'm also going to make sure to unequip my sword here, because I do not want to get electrocuted. Stop that. Jiminy Christmas. What? Wait. What? The bow. The bow. Right here should be the Korok. Jiminy Christmas. See, heat change mugs would be great because you can change the text from a 0 amount of coffee as base and change it to a non-zero amount of coffee when you add hot coffee to it. Sonic Saber. My goodness gracious. The great ideas are flowing. I think I should have talked about merch earlier. Do I need to climb the tree? I'm gonna have to put my sticky suit on. I don't want to do that. Because then I lose my Korok shake. We'll just wait. It'll stop raining here in a second. It will stop raining. The only problem from having learned English by watching YouTube is that direct translation from English to Dutch or vice versa takes me a while because sentences are constructed a little differently. That makes sense. It does make sense. Everyone agreeing Sonic Saber had a great idea. Like, I genuinely learned stuff from Good Job, meant you did a good thing by seeing people say it to others when they did something good. I learned it completely without direct translation. Neat. Neat. Not really. My brain is tired. I don't want to learn any more languages, says Sonic Saber. That's fair. It does need mercy. Jiminy Christmas. The storm started in Hyrule, and one just started here, says Jordan. You live in Hyrule, dude. That's what that means, and frankly, I'd love to trade you. It almost has to be up the tree. Though I do say the arrows should be pointing up the tree if it were here. What is this one? Oh my god. Well, there goes the tree. Not like I wanted to climb that or anything. Wow. Huh. Well, how about them apples? What if we flew? No, Yiga, stay away from me. I do not want to talk to you. What if we rode Heather, like, to where the tree was extending to, and then we drop? Don't touch me. I'm leaving. No! You big banana. Yeah, get electrocuted. There you go. Thanks, Mother Nature. I appreciate that. Cal knows 4 languages? My God, people. All right. So here is where it is. We've triangulated it. Right here? This is weird. There should be a Korok here. There really should. I don't understand. The only language I know is sarcasm, says Nathan. Hey, well, that's a good one. I'm fluent in too. Math and coding counts. That is absolutely true. Jesse, 2 of my favorite languages. Truthfully, though, there are a great many coding languages, but you'll understand. Where? It's really disappointing that right before the storm ends, the freaking tree falls off. Right here. I really feel like it was there. Can we attach the log, like, vertically? We stand it up and right here, we just do that? No, we cannot fix it. We can attach it to this thing. That is amazingly standing. God knows I have no idea how that's happening. But it won't stand for long. If we do this, however, it might stand. We can bring it back to the back to the stump, please. Just set you. Come on now. Come on, big banana. Let's get you right here. Right there. Right there. There you go. And then we'll climb it. Ha-ha! That's a tree. Sure, UK is Hyrule confirmed, says Jordan. Indeed. Sarcasm's a universal language, says Jesse. Equally, especially with side-eye mastery. It's true. In the Pacific Northwest, we haven't had rain in so long, I'm starting to miss it. No rain in the Pacific Northwest? It's like synonymous with the Pacific Northwest. That's crazy. Man. Man, where is this Korok? What? Ultra Hand. What else is there? There's Heather. There's bananas. There's fallen trees. Oh, God. Maybe we should attach another log to this. Maybe it's slightly higher. I really feel, though, like if it was up there, the arrows would be pointing up. But maybe they wouldn't. Maybe they wouldn't. I don't know. We've only got one idea, so we may as well fully exercise it until we give up on it. My other vehicle is Heather stickers. I just realized your screen is HUD-free. You can't see the weather temperature and other details. It's true. I may be weird like that, and frankly, I am weird. But I just, oh, God. I like the relatively simplistic nature of a HUD-free experience. It does, I guess, make things a little bit data like that harder to come by, but meh, I enjoy it. I don't know. Again, I'm weird. LP using pro mode, but when your stats are as high as his, I don't think it matters as early game. It is true. I don't quite have to worry about, like, running out of HP or anything like that. Can I not grab that? What? Oh, man. All right. Shake it off. Shake it off. And then I'm going to have to hold it there. And drop it and recall. This is altogether a fool's errand, I feel like. But really, I refuse to give up on the Koroks. We know there's a Korok here. Now recall. Come to me, my friend. But I may grab you. Hopefully. Grab. Still not yet. Get a little bit close. Come on. Oh, did I not do it quick enough? Come on. Give me the thing. Oh God, what's happening? Grab it. Grab it. Oh. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna be sick. All right, fine. We're leaving momentarily. We're leaving. We're coming back, but we're leaving. Give me Christmas. I've been watching your videos for 10 months already, LP. It's almost my first LP watching anniversary. That is crazy. A whole year already? I'm glad to have you. I know that a few people are coming up on a year as well. I think Cal actually has been a member for almost a year. Jiminy Christmas. And then IceLord93 on Twitch has been a sub for 9 months now. Because I just got that notification when he resubbed. Crazy. There's some duration here accumulating. And I think it's amazing that you guys have decided to watch it all. And even more amazing that you guys have continued to watch for as long as all of you have. Because I know for some of you, this may be your first experience with my, well, crazy personality, for lack of a better word. But for a lot of you, this is not your first experience with it. And I thank you for coming back. It really does mean a lot. And I hope that you enjoy yourself. Obviously you did, or you wouldn't come back. But you know what I'm saying. I'm thankful for it. Holy cow. He is nearly unkillable. It's true. Maybe flip the tree and attach the trunk? Well, I want to attach to the trunk. It wouldn't let me attach to the trunk. It was unattachable, which is crazy. What else could it be? Do we have to, like, chop down every tree or something? Like, that wouldn't make sense to me. It wouldn't be very Korokian for them to call for that. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of it. All of it's gotta go. So we have no obstacles here. Wait a minute. Wait, do you have an idea that's correct? It's got jagged edges. Why does the trunk have jagged edges? There's people coming. The trunks always have jagged edges? I balanced it briefly. Wild. All right, stay back. Please refrain. You're not helping. All right, Poopy? The tree stump does look... No, I guess they're all kind of jagged, aren't they? Whatever. I'm going to have to Google it. Where am I? I'm on Tingle Island. What the heck do I do on Tingle Island to find the Korok? I'm going to unpause it. And yeah, they took care of them. Great. Tingle Island Korok. Why? Why is it not helping me? Oh my goodness. I think I'm approaching nearly 2 years, says Cal. That is amazing. Merry Christmas. Well, happy anniversary. Are you planning to find all the Koroks without a guide, says Brianna? Well, I have a map. I have a map that shows them. But I guess this is just case in point. I'm going to need some sort of a physical guide. In fact, for all the things Tears of the Kingdom has over Breath of the Wild, I have to say I really miss stasis launching. It's true. It's true. Oh, let's see. Arrow puzzles. Can't find it. You got to climb the tree all the way to the top at 471714170153. Okay. Well, I have felled all the trees. I have felled all the trees. Can I... Do I have to wait for a blood moon for them to come back, or can I set a fire? Oh, God. Let's start a fire. Ordinarily, fires are not what you expect to bring back the trees, but desperate times call for desperate measures. So let's just sit here until the next night, and hopefully that's gonna be something good. Turns out the lightning roasted that Korok. If I was him, I'd make leaves of bald too. I would have bailed too during the lightning. Yeah, I would have done the same. Golly gee williker. Okay. Here's another idea. We can create a hot air balloon. This is going to move us forward, though. We don't have room to create with... What do you mean we don't have room to create? What about this one? We got room to create here. So, put this right here, and we will slowly move up. Hopefully, slowly move up. Ideally, slowly move up, and then we'll be able to see the Korok. Oh, God. There you go. What? Why? That didn't light the wood? Why did the wood stay a bundle? All right, where's the Korok? We should see the sparkle. No, we are way too high now. Oh, get it! Ha! There it is! My God! Wild. Well, that was dumb. Slightly dumb. But we did it. Holy cow. And that's our reward for never giving up. Let that be a lesson to you. Perseverance is rewarded. I started with Tears of the Kingdom, so about a year, says Jesse. A little over a year, in fact, yeah. Tears of the Kingdom was a great series and a great game, and I can't wait for the next Zelda game, frankly. I mean, obviously, I love Tears of the Kingdom. I'm still playing it in some capacity. I think I found you a Super Paper Mario LP. You had a fun yet chill vibe, not screaming and swearing every 2 minutes, says Jordan. Well, thank you. I like to think that I am relatively chaotic and strange, but I do appreciate you calling it chill. I like that. I'm just having a good time. Ultimately, that's all I'm trying to do, is have as much fun as possible. And I appreciate you guys for tagging along with that, because that's actually even more important to me, is not having fun alone, but having fun with as many people as possible. And that's exactly how I found and got into Chugga a long time ago. Super Paper Mario, says Cade's Arcade. Oh, back to Pikmin Pro, who coincidentally looked up a Super Paper Mario Let's Play the day I began it. Wow, what good luck. That's crazy. My kitty just meowed a good morning, said Brianna. Well, good morning to the kitty. That's adorable. That's my greeting back to the baby. Warp away and come back, says Jordan. That would have worked, you're right. Similarly, Sonic Saber, a save and reload. I appreciate you guys. I did it the LP way, which is perhaps not the advised way, but thankfully it did work in some capacity. Jiminy Christmas. Cats are the best little people, Nathan. I agree. Jiminy Christmas. Well, if it works, it works. Yes. I couldn't agree more, Nathan. I got my cat from my landlord, who found him and his brother and sister abandoned. On the side of the flag is 2-month-old kittens. Aw. Poor babies. Well, good on you for taking them. They needed a good home, and I'm glad you gave it to them. I, too, love cats. I've got 2 of them myself. And it's amazing that Luna has not come and cuddled me. Ordinarily, anytime I'm at the computer, whether I'm streaming, recording, or editing, or anything else, Luna will come sleep on my lap. She is adorable, and I miss her. She's sleeping with Serena right now, I think I heard. So there we go. Chaotically Chill is a good D&D class, says Jesse Poole. Chaotically Chill, indeed. That'll be my D&D class when I start playing with Nate here in a little bit. Who does that to help with kittens, says Brianna. That's a good... No, bad people. Bad people, truly. There's no other way around it. You are chaotic, but not like a giant child way, says Jordan. Well, thanks, I think. I appreciate that. I am a giant child, though, in some capacity. I don't know. What? I thought that was real for a second, says Cal. I wasn't looking at the screen. Oh, the cat. Ha! Well, thanks. I appreciate that. It used to freak my cats out, but they've gotten used to it. So, man. Oh, that's kind of crazy, because unless it was a day later, who knows if you would have gotten to LP when you did. Cade's Arcade referring to Pikmin Pro. It is crazy. It's true. Geez, LP, you're half cat. I've spent a lot of times with cats. We get along, you know. We talk about things like balls and tuna and strings, tearing up the furniture and pooping on the floor. We get along so well. Hey, there's a Korok. Well, at least I heard it. It's got to be up here. No doubt it is up here. I will say, big respect for Australians on this one, because when I was there on vacation, I spoke to pet owners. Almost every dog was a rescue. Good for them. Australia is no place to be a homeless dog. You will get eaten by the spiders. So that is awesome. Alrighty, Korok, where are you? You still shaking? We're still shaking. This direction? Nope. This way. Okay. Oh, this looks like a Korok puzzle. What are we meant to do here? Make it symmetrical, maybe? This is definitely something. Well, let's... Wait, we have an odd number, though. We can't make it symmetrical. And we can't even pick these up. Weird. I'm just gonna keep placing it places, then. Right there? Maybe? I guess? I don't know. I recently joined... Oop! I missed a lot. Holy cow. I sadly lost my cat. He was too old, says Jordan. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. That's always tough. I had a cat pass away a couple years back as well, and it's a very sad experience. Hey, Balthazar, nice to see you, dude. Yeah, I really appreciate and stick to people who make videos pleasant. Always swearing really is ugly. It is, and it's lazy, personally. I feel like if you really need to swear, your vocabulary is just slightly too limited then. You know, like, I guess never swearing is one thing, but constantly swearing, you're better off just making up a word. I think I know someone who does that. Gerchamex. Yes, it's me. But anyways, Brianna's cat is a Maine Coon tuxedo mix. Cutie. Oh, hey, here's another rock. Very good. I love Maine Coons. They're huge. I used to have a Maine Coon when I was a boy. Let me get another look at this real quick. What does it look like without the rocks? We can put the rocks here and here and make it somewhat symmetrical, I guess. They're like offset in a way. Yeah, okay. That was a weird one. That was a very strange one. Love Maine Coons. He's a bit bigger than your average domestic cat. Jiminy Christmas. And Jordan, 19 years old, is old for a cat. I recently joined the stream within the last couple of weeks, and I gotta say, LPs, you are better than antidepressants. You in the chat make life quite beautiful. Thank you all. Thanks for saying that, Nathan. I appreciate that, dude. I'm glad that you find any semblance of relief or enjoyment or antidepressant nature from this. We appreciate you being here. We really do. I think tuxedo cats are such handsome-looking cats, says Brianna. My boy Aragorn is kind of a tuxedo-ish in nature, slightly. Oh, no, stay back. Stay back, fools. You're going to make me save because I don't want to look at you. I'm going to save and I'm going to jump off here. And I'm going to go this way so that you guys leave me alone. Very good. Now that I'm over here, I can actually do this and hopefully my friends slay him. And then I can double down looking on this. He's got the Maine Coon long fur and the tiniest white patch of fur on his throat. Merry Christmas. I feel YouTube chat lagging, says Jordan. I wasn't seeing anyone else's messages for ages. That's weird. Well, I'm glad that it's not just me lagging. I don't mind swearing, but if it's every other word, it's like a harsher version of saying says Jesse. Yes, exactly what I mean. It's true. It's a filler word that is either lazy or you just don't have the vocabulary for it. Jiminy Christmas. Jordan, then that happens, just close down the chat, open it again. Good call. Hello. I forgot that greeting is a thing in communities. You can do as you please, Balthazar. Greeting is fun. I do a lot of greeting, but if you want to just pop in and say stuff, that's cool too. I like the silly things the British say when they get annoyed, like wazzock and pillock. It's hilarious. I've never heard of those words, but now I have, and that means you guys are going to hear them again. Wazzock! That is fantastic. It's bollocks, not pollocks, bro. Hey. All words like that. I love it. I read as Pollock as I'm eating that for dinner. Hey, it's good to have fish. Oh, God. I found another Korok, even though I didn't mean to. It's fine. Well, let me continue to catch up chat real quick, and then I'll do this Korok puzzle. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. I asked AI about cats purring, says Balthazar, and it said its frequency does a number of things. Lower blood pressure, anti-stress, antidepressant. I believe that. It does all that for me. That's for gosh darn certain. Purring feline fixes a lot of problems. Okay, really? That's not what it wants? That's not what it wants? Get in there. Why? Oh, it's slightly off center. I see. My fault. Let me just fix that right there. Slightly. There we go! Jiminy Christmas. Holy cow. All right, by vibrating at a certain frequency, cats purring can even repair stuff like their bones, says Jordan. Perfect. Perfect. Well, I need that. Maybe I should start purring. I'm surprised you haven't heard those words, considering you speak to Pixel and I, says Sonic Saber. It's true. You guys have been hiding all the good words from me. What the heck? How could you? I'll never forgive you. They're basically synonyms for idiot, yet I wouldn't be able to take them seriously if people told me I was a wazok. It's nice, too, because it doesn't feel as offensive. I feel like I could call someone a wazok and they'd be like, what? Okay. Oh, this chat moving fast, says Cal. It's true. It's true, it's true. Which is not a bad thing. I just need to get better at engaging with it. So that's my fault for not being able to keep up. But I'm learning, all right. I'm a relatively new streamer here. So I haven't even been streaming for a full year. Though that is coming up here later this month. Technically, I did take a break there because the PC was broken, but you know what I'm saying. The first actual big stream was almost a year ago exactly. So, still learning, still improving. Thank you guys for bearing with me. Jiminy Christmas. Jesse Bullocks is a British term. You won't hear it in the States often. It's a word in the English anyways. That is true. I've only heard Pixel call me a pillock if I bury him in Astral Party. Ever the gentleman he is. Anyways, thank you all for bearing with me, like I said, as I keep up with chat there or struggle to do so or do my best to do so. And thank you for bearing with me as I sit here in all of my chaotic stupor. I had a great time. We got how many Koroks? 18 Koroks. 1.5 dozen Koroks, which is not the record, I don't think. I think we got 20-something last time, but still really good. Still really good. Couldn't have done it without you. So allow me then to thank you for sitting here, watching me, whether you did it live or not. I appreciate that, and I hope that you guys can come back again tomorrow. I'm going to play Mario and Zelda again. Maybe beat Super Mario Bros? I don't know. We'll see. Either which way, have a fantastic day. Thank you again for watching, for lurking, for chatting. Thank you, mods, for moderating. Thank you, cats, for catting. Thank you, coffee, for coffeeing. And I'll see all of you, including the cats and the coffee, later today, I guess, if you want to watch It Takes Two. But then also, again, tomorrow.